Francis de Germain will take no further part in the action at the front of this stage.
Just showing now that the Wiggins group just under 2 minutes down from this front peloton, as we see Belkin towards the front. The fifth man in the line is Theo Bos, and again they have taken control of this race from the front. So under 3 kilometres to go to the finishing line, we have Lotto Belisol showing interest, Garmin Sharp also showing interest, but so many teams vying for the best possible position. We have got a chicane just over 1 kilometre to go, and that will be an important part, and every team member and every team will want to get a best position possible there.
2 minutes back to the Wiggins group. It's academic at this point really, and of little value showing them. They're not showing any interest themselves in trying to get back up there. Cannondale on the right hand side, they've got Belkin on the left, so the lime green of Cannondale, and now we see BMC trying to work their way back up to the front. It looks as if Ben Swift is doing it on his own for Sky, trying to find the right wheel, and this is a difficult moment as the riders sweep left. And lots of riders trying to dive bomb down the inside, other riders getting squeezed out on the right. But it looks as if they've all made it through there
Renshaw
safely. And now there's a little bit of a gap has developed at the front inside the final 2 kilometres.
Renshaw goes for Belkin, so he got into the best possible position, and you can just see his teammates across the front of the peloton. 1 kilometre to go. Renshaw has got about 30 metres now, and everybody looking behind. It's up to you guys to chase. We've got a rider in front, and he's really giving it 100% now.
What a gap here for Mark Renshaw, the man who has made his reputation as a lead-out man, who's been a sprinter for the last couple of years for this squad. Now with the Belkin sponsorship, he's off to Amiga Pharma Quickstep next year, and he has got what looks like a winning gap. So the man that was a sprinter looks like he's a last-ditch solo attacker, and Mark Renshaw surprising everyone with this one, soloing to victory in the first stage of the Eneco Tour. He's inside the finishing barriers. Will he be able to hang on as the bunch scattered to the 4 winds behind in its efforts to try and get organised? And Renshaw is inside the final 250 metres. The big cheer goes up because they realise that it's a man from Belkin Pro Cycling is going to take the first stage win in this year's Eneco Tour. He just has to try and keep those pedals going to the line, as Greipel looks like he's going to close out the bunch sprint, but it's not going to be for the win because Renshaw gets his hands in the air. He takes the victory in stage 1. Greipel in second place edges out the bunch sprint. Wonderful performance by all in the bunch sprint, but what a surprise, what a wonderful effort from Mark Renshaw. And well, that's a shock really, and I think that I wonder, is that the first time he's done that in his career? He gets the slaps on the back from his teammates. What a wonderfully pieced together job from the Belkin team, and was that the plan all along? Well, one wonders, but there's no doubt about the man that has taken the victory in the first stage of the Eneco Tour. That's Mark Renshaw of Australia, and with it will go the yellow jersey of race leader. He's got 10 seconds bonus. He's also got a few seconds advantage on the bunch, and well, he looks very cool, calm and collected, and the victories didn't come the way that he might have expected it when he left the side of Mark Cavendish a couple of years ago, but he's managed to come up with what will be a sweet victory, and with it, as I say, the race lead of the Eneco Tour. Well, superb performance from Renshaw. Unexpected, Brian.
Yeah, the team got themselves to the front at the right possible time. We did say that this part of the course would be very interesting. I'm just looking to see where Theo Bos is at this moment in time. Mark Renshaw looks around. He's got a bit of a gap. His teammates just fanning across the road. Lars Boom towards the left-hand side. Don't think it was planned, but these pro riders, when they give an opportunity, it only takes a fraction of a second to sit. I think Theo Bos was not up towards the front. Mark Renshaw decided to go. I think Theo Bos, Lars Boom decided to just sit up, and it gave him about 30-50 metres. One of the Sky riders tried to shut it down, but you just see everybody fanning across the roads, and it just meant that with that 1 kilometre to go, you can just see Kittel right in the middle there, but Greipel just showing a clean pair of wheels to everybody in the bunch kick. Wasn't good enough. One rider was still in front, and that was the Aussie Mark Renshaw. Took his opportunity. We did say that that chicane was going to play its part. It did. And a very good win there for Mark Renshaw.
Great relief to Renshaw, and not the ecstasy you might be expecting from him, but well, he's delighted with that win, you can be sure. Andre Greipel gets up to win the bunch gallop, and it was a Radio Shack rider in third place, was that Nisolo. That's the likelihood, as this group loses second after second as they just tour their way to the finish line. So Freddie Wiggins and co. Bernie Eisel there keeping him company. Bosic, who might have been expected perhaps to do something for the Stana squad, is also in there. Stein de Volder, as we mentioned already. And over 3 minutes between this group and the group out front. No doubt about the man that has taken the win. Coming up immediately after this action from the first stage of the Eneco Tour, of course, we'll be returning to the World Athletics Championships from Russia. So that coverage is coming up very shortly as we watch this group touring their way to the finish. And well, clearly none of these riders all that interested in GC honours this week. They'll be coming here to get form, or perhaps to have a look at taking a stage later in the week. But what about that victory for Mark Renshaw? A little bit unexpected, and after the difficulties of the last couple of years, it will be a great feeling of relief for Mark Renshaw. He takes victory in the first stage of the Eneco Tour. From myself and Brian, please join us for stage 2 tomorrow. Goodbye for now. So Mark Renshaw takes victory ahead of Andre Greipel by 2 seconds. It was Nizola that got up for third. Ricchesi right there for Lamprey.